So if you're my age, or at least around my age, you grew up playing the Nintendo Wii. While people were playing Call of Duty, I was playing Family Feud Wii. While people were playing Just Dance Connect, I was playing Just Dance Disney Party and dancing to those songs from Phineas and Ferb. Yeah, that was my childhood. However, during this time period, another massive game came out. That's right, you guessed it, Shrek 2 the video. Oh yeah, and this random game called Portal. During the time, big games were releasing, such as Halo 3 and the B-movie video game. Even during all these releases, Portal still stood out with its interesting puzzles and amazing story. Now, 15 years after its release, I got my hands on the game, and man do I regret not playing it earlier. Nowadays, video games are ridden with the Battle Royale and FPS genre. Now, I've never been this interested in a game in a long time. Now, don't get me wrong, I still love Apex Legends and Call of Duty, even though I am just above the skill level of a cow who just learned how to use a keyboard and mouse. But this is the first time in a long time I've had this certain feeling I got when playing Portal. It was similar to the feeling I got when I played Wii Sports Resort as a kid, going against Matt and fighting for my life on that weird tower thing. This game is beautiful. The story, the voice acting, the gameplay, it's all amazing. For starters, when you boot up the game, you are met with a strange voice, which we later learn is named GLaDOS. And wow, now I know why she's a major video game character with the likes of Mario and Master Chief. The way she speaks is both scary and hilarious in a way. She takes in a monotone voice throughout the game, whether she's talking about cake or portals or death. You hear her talk for only 5 minutes, I'm already able to tell what type of character she is. This is mainly due to the beautiful voice acting of Ellen McLean as well as the scriptwriters of Valve. I mean, come on, listen to this.
Well done. Remember, the Aperture Science Bring Your Daughter to Work Day is the perfect time to have her tested.
Seriously, if your ears were your eyes, GLaDOS' voice would be the Mona Lisa. And this song would give you a seizure. After waking up, you are met with your first portal, which is a big part of the game. Who would have thought? Shut up. These portals are amazing. Valve, in my opinion, made some really good puzzles with this function. For example, let's say you're in a puzzle where you have to cross a gap that won't allow you to place a portal on the other side. There's really only one way you can cross this gap. You have to put a portal on the floor of the gap and place another portal behind. You jump through the portal on the floor, gaining momentum, trying to land on the other side without breaking the ligaments in your calves. Seriously, the amount of deadly situations Aperture puts you through is unnecessary. The way Valve taught you how to use these portals is really smart. You mainly learn how to finish a puzzle by trial and error, like most puzzles. However, there are points in the game where you use a combination of skills you learned in the past. There's a gap you need to cross, but when trying to momentum jump from the previous portal didn't work, try doing a chain of momentum portal jumps. Valve never holds your hand throughout the game, telling you exactly how to do a puzzle, but lets you learn how to complete it with trial and error. So I'm going to talk about the story of Portal, but if you want to play the game without even the faintest idea of the story, which is what I highly recommend, you can pause the video, buy Portal, play it, then come back to the video. Now if you're a cheapskate and are not willing to pay $10 for this masterpiece of a video game, then just leave the video and get out. So the story of Portal is very, and I mean very good. It's not like other games where you learn the story through different cutscenes, but you learn it by listening to audio in the middle of the game. I know this is the way most games progressed the story back then, but it was a nice change of pace for me from all the games with it was 5 minutes of gameplay, 30-minute cutscene. But with Portal's story, you never stop the gameplay, you just try to complete the puzzle while slowly hearing tidbits of the story. But the point when you see the crack in the wall, now that's when the story takes off. Once you walk through the crack in the wall, you are met with what looks like the inside of a 1920s factory. Minus the child workers, that is. But the big part is when you look at the wall and see carvings saying the cake is a lie. Now, I remember hearing the term the cake is a lie before, so I just put it off to the side, not really thinking much of it. Then GLaDOS brought me to the cake. This isn't cake. The moment she brought me to the fire after promising cake, my mind jumped immediately to those scratching on the walls. Seriously, if this isn't foreshadowing at its finest, I don't know what is. Eventually, you fight GLaDOS, and once you defeat her, you fly to the roof. You end up in the parking lot of Aperture Labs. Flaming debris falls around you as you're slowly pulled away by what sounds like a robot. Well, what happens now? Well, we don't know. That is until we play Portal 2. But hey, at least GLaDOS is gone. Oh, come on!